New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani unveiling the very first city-run grocery store with a whopping $30 million price tag.
Since the pandemic, grocery prices have gone up, and they haven't come back down. During our campaign, we promised New Yorkers that we would create a network of city-owned grocery stores, one in each borough. And we are here today to celebrate the site of the Manhattan store, La Marqueta, which will be open by 2029.
These city-run stores are already projected to cost twice as much as Zohran Mamdani first promised. And we know the way things work in New York and in this area in general. If they're projected at X now, by the time they're done, it'll probably be double and triple that. And now he's saying that the first of 5 stores won't open until 2029? I mean, shut the front door here. I mean, by the way, how will opening 5 city-run grocery stores, where some of the prices will be no different than non-city-run stores, Mamdani is admitting that now, how will that make it more affordable for 8 million people where there are already more than 1,000 food stores to choose from? So between this and the free buses that may never come and the free childcare that's definitely never going to come because the billions just ain't there, Zohran Mamdani's social media prowess and making the city more unlivable and certainly not more affordable, that may well be his legacy.
Okay, guys, so we have a situation. We have a mayor in New York that's promising people, been promising people all the way from his campaign promises last year that he's going to give them government-run food stores. Now, the only downside to this is government-run food stores have major problems. We already see that he's running into problems when he says that it's going to cost around $30 million for the taxpayer to be able to build these stores, and they won't be ready until 2029. Now, not only do they take a long time to build, on top of the $30 million that's going to be passed on to the taxpayer, you also have to think that after the stores are built, you have maintenance to keep up the stores, and you have costs and fees to keep running the stores and stacking the shelves. So not only will it cost the taxpayer $30 million to initially build these stores, it will cost millions and millions of tax dollars to maintain and keep these stores up. Now, that's one of the major problems of having government-run food stores, is that more cost is passed on to the taxpayer. Now, one would say, well, if more cost is passed on to the taxpayer, how is this helping the residents of New York? It's not, because if more cost is being passed on to the taxpayer, it's making the cost of living even worse for the average New Yorker. Another thing to look at too is government-run grocery stores do not have the method of supply and demand like a private company, meaning there is no signal to the store that over demand is occurring and stuff is leaving the shelves in large numbers. So that means that you will have shortages on the shelves because there's no signal to announce to the store to increase the price of goods to slow or stifle the demand of products. You can see this happening in Venezuela. Years ago, Venezuela had this same problem where they had over demand because there was no supply and demand method, and items went short on the stores and nothing was available. And you had lines as long as 3 to 5 miles long just waiting on a few items out of the store. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys a video of this. It's very crazy.
Que yo tengo tiempo y paso por un supermercado, yo me meto a ver qué productos consigo, porque a veces uno consigue algún producto exquisito, como por ejemplo un cornflake, o a veces no consigo nada. La multitud que llega al supermercado es tal, no solamente para entrar, sino también para pagar. Entonces la experiencia de comprar se vuelve una cosa de 3 horas horrible para comprar 3 pistoladas. Quería comprar pan de sándwiches, tampoco había. No había café, no había prácticamente nada, sobre todo había frutas y algunos vegetales, de tal manera que ahora me explico por qué no había cola, no había gente. Compré cambures, compré lechosa y compré un pimentón. Esto me costó 1.600 bolívares. No voy a decir que es barato, pero eso fue lo que había, no había mucho más que comprar.
bolsa solidaria en un club. Me dieron una leche, 1 kilo de caraotas, un aceite, 2 kilos de harina pan, 2 kilos de arroz y un jugo de guayaba. Esto después de anotarnos en una lista hace 3 semanas, donde nos censaron los hábitos de mi familia, censaron cuántas habitaciones había en mi casa, cuántos baños, cuántas personas vivían en ella. Y a las 3 semanas entonces nos llega nuestra bolsa solidaria. Obviamente esto tiene que durar un mes.
Aquí en esta bolsa, mire, me enfoque la bolsa, para que no embuste, mire. Esto es, mire, recorte de pescado que está comiendo la gente, miren, cabeza de pescado, miren. Esto es lo que está comiendo el pueblo. Esto es lo que está comiendo el pueblo, porque la carne y eso, el pollo, se lo comen solo socialistas, mire. Esto está comiendo el pueblo, mire. Recorte que antes comían eran los perros, con el perdón de los perros. Las declaraciones que dio la gobernadora Elisa Santaella, que los mal llamados CLAP, ella dice que los escuálidos, que la oposición no tiene el derecho a ello. Miren los huecos que he tenido que hacerle 10 huecos para poder, mira como yo de gordo, Mire cuántos huecos le he echado a la correa, la dieta de Maduro.
So as you guys can see from that video, government-run food stores causes massive shortages. Just alone from that video, you had to travel hours upon hours just to find essential goods within the city. And not only did you have to travel hours upon hours to find the essential goods in the city, you also had to make sure you're able to make those goods stretch for at least a month because the shortages are so bad. And then finally, the diet and the malnutrition and weight loss that comes from these food shortages is just enormous. So as you guys can see, government-run food stores have many problems that come along with them, and the benefits just do not outweigh the costs. So all in all, the government-run food stores that Zohran is trying to implement in New York City will collapse and fail if they are implemented in 2029. Not only will it pass on costs to the taxpayer and hit New Yorkers over the head with more fees and more costs, it will cause food shortages, long lines at the grocery store, and the inability to get essential products that people need every day.